Hey guys and girls, welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat on a late summer, early fall, incredibly fantastic Sunday afternoon. Looky out here what I'm standing in today. It's just absolutely fantastic. A very gentle north breeze, 89 degrees here in southern Oklahoma, so I guess you could still call that summertime. It is still officially summertime. I think the fall doesn't kick in till I believe about next Friday or Saturday. I think next Friday is the first day of fall, but we certainly had some great fall weather this last week. Not this week we just had right here, but we had good weather. It was in the 80s every day, and I don't think it ever did make 90 degrees, and it's probably going to make 90 this afternoon, another hour or so, maybe get above 90 here in southern Oklahoma. But that's the first 90-degree day we've had in a while. And before, we wasn't even having 90-degree days. We was having 110 degrees day just a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago. But we had a week in the 70s, and we got 9/10 of an inch of rain out of all that, too. So we got almost an inch of rain. We were forecast for some rain this next week, maybe a little chance every day, like 30 or 40%. One day, maybe about 50%. So we got some possibilities of getting some rain in here next week, and that will be good. That will be good. Remind me to not forget at the end of this Sunday afternoon chat to talk about mercy. We hear mercy. We hear the word mercy a lot. And what is mercy anyway? We talk about God's mercy. We talk about showing mercy to other. What in the world is mercy anyway? Let's just think some other words you can throw in there and call for mercy. So I want to talk about that for just a second. This last week was a good one. I had Chris here with me at the ranch all week, just her and I. We had an incredibly great week. We did go over to Bentonville, Arkansas on Thursday, a couple, 2 or 3 days ago. We went over there on a Thursday and spoke at First Baptist Church Bentonville at a great event they had over there. Men's night out. We had a packed church. I don't know what their church holds, but several hundred, maybe 1,000 or so. I don't know. They do have 2 services on Sunday morning. If you're anywhere around Bentonville, Arkansas, Bentonville, Rogers, Fayetteville, and you're looking for a place to go to church on Sunday, First Baptist Bentonville is a good one. One of my friends, Craig Witt, is on the staff there, and it's just an incredible church. Chris, the main preacher there, it's phenomenal. You will just really enjoy listening to him on every Sunday, and it's just going to bless your socks off, I promise you. Great church over at Bentonville. We had several men get saved. We had a lot of men rededicate their lives to God, and just had a wonderful evening. We ate catfish, and that's pretty good when you eat catfish. Catfish Hold catered the meal out there, and it was really a good one, I promise you that, and just fantastic. I enjoyed it, and somehow I have lost my taste. You know, my taste got all messed up back when I had COVID. Last year before last, whenever I had COVID, been a long time ago, you know, and I took ivermectin, which is a pig medicine and a cattle medicine. I took ivermectin as soon as I got COVID. It didn't help me for about the first 18 to 24 hours, but by the next day, I was in pretty good shape, and I got better and better. And the only really lingering effect of COVID was I've had really funny taste situations, very, very funny taste situations. And if any of y'all know how to get my taste back, let me know. My son-in-law, of course, Jack, is a cardiologist, and Sherry told me over the phone this weekend that Jack wanted me to do another stress test. Asked me if I could smell. And I said, are you asking me if I do smell or if I can smell? She said, I'm asking you if you can smell, Dad. And I said, yes, I can smell. In fact, I can remember walking in over there to the hotel over there in the Hilton, the really nice one there. It's I can't remember the name, but the really nice Hilton, whatever they're called. But the really nice one, I've stayed there before over there in Bentonville, Arkansas. And you know, they give chocolate chip cookies out, and I could smell the cookies. That's how I know I can still smell stuff. I could smell the cookies, and I asked the girl, I'd be coming in after that event that night, and I could smell those cookies, and I said, do you have any cookies left? I could smell the cookies. She looked in the oven, there was 1 cookie left in there, and of course it was Chris and I, but I said, that's fine, we'll split it, that's good. And as we headed up the elevator and headed up to our room, I took a bite of the cookie, and I couldn't taste it. A great, fantastic chocolate chip cookie with a lot of chocolate in it, and a moist, you know, just fall apart in your hands. It's so moist and good. And so I ate like 1 bite, and it tasted like cardboard. And I noticed that I couldn't taste hardly anything of my fish that evening. I did eat a couple pieces of fish, and I could taste a little bit of some pickles, but it's just terrible. Well, it's terrible. Really this last week, I've eaten almost nothing at all. And I'm cooking stuff for Chris, and she said, well, I don't want to eat if you don't eat. Well, she needs to eat. I'm trying to get her to gain weight. Like I've said before, I'm about the only husband in the world, certainly at least in this country, that tells their wife they need to talk more and gain weight. I don't think too many wives hear that right there. Baby, you need to talk more and gain weight. You might hear one or the other, but I don't think too many women hear both of those at the same time. But we had a great evening over there, and I've lost my taste buds. So if you got any ideas of how I can get my taste back, let me know. I don't think I have COVID now. I did take ivermectin the day before yesterday. I'm going to take another couple cc's of it today. I'll draw it out with a needle and put it in a little water and drink it. And if I do have COVID now, I feel fine. But like Pat Turner, who runs my production company, got COVID when we were down in Columbia filming, and he didn't have any symptoms at all, but he tested positive for COVID 3 different times, twice one day and then once the next day, and had to actually isolate down there for 5 days. We left him down there, and he did come back. But anyway, that's been pretty much our week. I didn't get to fish any. I did go down and fish off the dock a couple evenings just right before dark. I've just been so busy I hadn't had a chance to do that. We just got it just takes an awful lot to do everything we're doing right now. We're doing 1,000 videos for social media. Make sure you're subscribed to all 3 of our YouTube channels and our Facebook page. If you're a Facebook person, we have an Instagram account also, as well as a TikTok. And we've got about 1 million people total on there. And but our best, the most important channel we've got is a Catch a Better Life channel. We got about 27,000 people on there. About 150 some odd thousand, 160,000 total on YouTube. 650,000 or so on Facebook, and then 70 or 80,000 on some of the other social medias. But anyway, if you get on all of them, you know, our fishing channel is on YouTube. Our Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing is the only place you're going to see the fishing. So if you want to see the fishing, that's the only place you're going to see it. The Jimmy and Chris Houston Twin Eagle Ranch channel. Subscribe to that to see all the things going on here at the ranch, the deer, the baby deer, the antlers videos, and all that. And we took a tour of the pecan orchard a couple of days ago, and that'll be on Wednesday and Thursday of this week, and we'll have the antlers and all the deer videos on Friday and Saturday. This coming week, Chris is going to be here again with me all week. I am probably going to go take those stress tests or whatever tests that Jack wanted me to take, either in Ardmore. I'd love to take them in Sulphur if I can. He doesn't know if they do those tests. May have to go clear over to Tahlequah, I don't know. But we'll be here at the ranch all week, which we're really looking forward to that. Hopefully, I'm going to get to go fishing at least a few hours in the morning. Chris, usually I have to take her to the bathroom around about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. She goes back to bed and usually sleeps till about 9. I get up and fix her breakfast and take care of her throughout the day. But so I hopefully get to fish a little bit this coming week. Those clouds and storms rolling around, fish ought to be biting really good. And I just want to get out there and catch a few, and we might try to do a few little fishing videos while we're out there. This coming week, like I said, I'm here all week. Now, it was Saturday. The first appearance is Saturday this week. It's the only appearance I've got outside of doing stuff here at the ranch this week. It's at Dolese Brothers in Oklahoma City. If you're anywhere around Oklahoma City, that is a fantastic event. It's called Rock the Block Party. The Rock the Block Party. And they'll have 30 or 40 big giant trucks in there of all kinds, and it's for the entire family. It's a free event. Now, they're trying to get food for the regional food bank in Oklahoma City, so they suggest that you bring a can of something. A can of corn, a can of peas, a can of okra, a can of Popeye spinach, whatever. But bring a can of something to donate. It's free. Bring your kids. It's a fantastic event for the kids. You know, kids love trucks, especially little boys, but little girls love trucks too. I know that. Big girls love trucks as well. I know that too. But they'll have all those big vehicles up there. It's just astonishing, some of the big trucks that they have. Rock the Block, Touch a Truck event. You'll be able to go up there and see those trucks and look at them, and they'll be firing them up, shooting, honking the horns and doing all kinds of things. Here's an extra treat that everybody really loved at the Rock the Block party last year. I will have my Shell Rotella Ranger boat with my Mercury motor on it and my Ram truck up there. We'll have that up there at that event. And we'll have it on display. I'll need to get her polished up a little bit more this week, put the cover on it, pull it off the ranch, and clean it up a little bit more when I get up there. But we'll have that. That's from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's at the Dolese plant, which is at 8300 North Oklahoma Avenue. 8300 North Oklahoma Avenue. They'll have free food and drink there. They'll have people that explaining all these trucks and stuff to them. I'll have my boat there. And I tell you what, last year, sometimes we had 20 and 30 kids in that boat. You can just crawl all over that boat. You have your kids get in there and get behind the steering wheel and pretend that they're going 75 miles an hour in that Ranger boat down the lake, sit in the front seat, pretend they're catching a 25-pound black bass or whatever, you know, they want to do. Kids, you never know what all they're thinking about when they're up there. Kids playing with other kids. The Ranger boat was a really big hit last year. It's my Shell Rotella wrapped Ranger boat, and I'll be up there with my Expressway Ram. And we'll be there the entire time, too, from 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock. I don't know what time Oklahoma plays. Oklahoma's not at home next week. They play at Cincinnati, so they'll be gone. I think the Oklahoma State Cowboys play on the road next week also at Iowa State. So we'll have no home state football games at Stillwater or Norman next week. So it'd be a great place to take your kids, a great event. They've got hot dogs, and I think they had hamburgers out there too, but I know they had some great hot dogs last year. Drinks, coffee early in the morning, and it's just an outstanding event. A fun event to take your kids. They used to have that event downtown. They moved it to their new campus or headquarters there at Dolese's at 8300 North Oklahoma Avenue. From 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock this coming Saturday, September 23rd. This coming Saturday, September 23rd. I'll be getting my boat up there around 7:30 or so and getting it placed wherever they want me to have it. They had me right up close to the building last year, right in the little circle area there, right in the big middle of everything. We had a wonderful location, and all the kids had so much fun. We talked fishing. We talked a lot of fishing. I actually talked to a guy or two that I went to college with. Back in, yes, they did have college back when I was college age. And I graduated from college in 1966. I know that's before most of you were born. But they did have, and you know, we got great educations back in those days. Our public school systems was fantastic here in Oklahoma. They were up way close to the top of the top 50 in the nation. And so I say that I can remember when Hawaii and Alaska become states. So I remember studying the states, the 48 states, and learning the capitals of all the states and all of that. It's 48 states, and then we added 49, and we added 50. So but anyway, that's this coming Saturday, so that's going to be great. Any of y'all that are around Oklahoma City, please come by up there and visit and touch the trucks and look at what's going on at Dolese. That's a great Oklahoma City company, Dolese Brothers Concrete and Material. They have they actually joined my property here in southern Oklahoma. Over on the west side, they have 6,000 or 7,000 acres and a big gravel mine that they haul stuff out by train over there, by the train load. And they're good neighbors. They're good neighbors, and all my neighbors around own a whole lot more land than I've got. But they're all good neighbors. My neighbors to the east are good. My neighbors across the county road to the north is a great friend, and Dolese, of course, is a great neighbor over on the other side. I just wanted to talk just a little bit about mercy. We hear all talks about God's mercy and God's grace. What is mercy anyway? Well, mercy is having favor from God. It's getting benefits from God. It's having opportunities provided by God, having us meet the right people at the right time, the right situation, have things just come up that were blessings and benefits just seem to fall out of heaven. And in mercy is also salvation. That's the most important part of mercy, is salvation from God's mercy, God's salvation. He allows us to be saved. We are living. And this was one thing that Brother Chris spoke at over there after I got through, Chris and I got through speaking, Craig and I got through speaking at the men's event, is he talked about we are not living here in the land of the living, going to the land of the dying. We know that each and every one of us have a set time to die. Well, time's already set by God. Now, he can change that and give you more years in his life. He gives examples of that in the Bibles more than once. But we have a set time, an appointed time to leave this earth, but we are not leaving the land of the living, going into the land of the dying or the dead. We are leaving the land of the dying. We are all dying as we live this earth right here on earth. We are going to the land of the living because we will live in eternity. We will live forever. We'll be alive in either heaven or hell. It's just that simple. And I don't think that too many people, some of them are living their lives to go to hell, it seems like, but I don't think they really want to do that. And the only way that is provided for us, we can only get to heaven by being righteous. But we can't be righteous on our own accord. We sin, and we sin frequently and often and many times. We've been doing it all of our life. But God provided a way, it's called salvation, through the death of his perfect son, Jesus on the cross, paying the price to make us righteous before an almighty righteous God. And so that's what mercy is. And how do we show mercy? Well, we show mercy the same way God to others, the same way God shows mercy to us. We show favor, we show kindness, we show help other people, we show give them opportunities, we give them We can't save them. We can tell them about Jesus. We can tell them about Jesus where Jesus can save them. So we can tell them about salvation, and we can't provide salvation for anybody. But we can bless other people. We can bless them with encouraging words. We can bless them with financial help. We can bless them with just being great friends to them. We can bless them by just giving them a hug sometimes when they're having a hard time. We bless people we don't know every day simply by smiling at them. Just giving them a big old smile and say, hey, how you doing today? Isn't it a great day? Isn't it a wonderful day? And it's just amazing how you can show mercy to other people just like God shows mercy to you and me. Mercy is a great word. It can mean a lot of things. Blessings, benefits, opportunities, salvation. It can mean a lot of things. But we need to be showing mercy to others. Why? Because Jesus Christ died on the cross so God could show mercy to you and me. And God shows mercy to you and me every single solitary day. Guys and girls, I'll see you up there in Oklahoma City next Saturday, 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I think I don't know what time the ball game is, but we can always DVR. I was going to look and see what it is. And I believe that the first day of fall is next Friday. Let me tell you the most perfect way in the world to celebrate the first day of fall. Yeah, you're right. Go fishing. Go fishing. Fall is the time when topwaters get really, really good. Buzzbaits get really, really good. The fish are beginning to move to some shallow water. Those 70-degree days for highs that we had here, not this past week, but week before last, those 70-degree days, I started catching a few fish up in about 5 or 6 foot of water. So it's not going to take much for these nights getting down to the 60s, the 50s, and then pretty soon the 40s. I'm in the 40s. The water's going to cool down rapidly, and the fish are going to be moving shallow. Get ready for a fantastic fall bite. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great Sunday. Have you a great week. And remember, I sure do love you.